Yo! You're looking to keep the calories low to lose fat, but you still want to enjoy your food? Well, let me tell you that that's possible. And if that's what you want, then you are watching the right video. In this video, I'm going to be showing you my 5 personal, easiest low-calorie tricks that you can do to make your food more enjoyable and your life more enjoyable. So you guys ready? Let's head down to my kitchen. I'm going to be showing you guys exactly what they are. Let's go. Wait, it's that way. I'm here to tell you guys what you need to hear and not what you want to hear. So if you don't like me, I don't give a f. All right, first, no calorie sweeteners. I like to use Splenda, but you can also use stevia and other options, okay? I stock them up. And by the way, I'll link all of them in the description down below so you can check them out later. Splenda, you can cook with them. You can put them in your tea, your coffee, and they won't add any calories. Okay, so if you have any concerns with using artificial sweeteners, check out my other video explaining in detail about them. This is an excellent way to make your food more delicious without just cutting out, sugar where it would normally have sugar, for example. And in your coffee and tea, sometimes I like to add a little bit of Splenda to my coffee. And of course, number 2, to my coffee, I also add almond milk instead of regular milk. I actually ran out of almond milks. I can't show you guys, but I'm sure you guys can find that in your grocery stores. Almond milk, a glass of almond milk, 250 mils, it's about 30 calories. Very low calories, right? So when you add a little splash to your coffee, it's like 5-10 calories. I personally really like almond milk in my coffee because it gives it a little nutty taste. You can also cook with almond milk. So there are some recipes that I usually use, for example, to make your typical Italian creamy sauces. I tend to use almond milk with a little bit of Greek yogurt, right? Just be creative. You can use almond milk instead of regular milk in a lot of the recipes when you cook. So use almond milk to keep the calories lower, and you can still maintain that, deliciousness in your recipes and your foods. Third one is this guy, cooking spray. Now, the most popular one is Pam. I'll link that in the description, but this one I got from Costco. This, when you just press it down for like a second, it's like, very low calories, like 5 calories or something. Whereas a tablespoon of oil, that's 120 calories on average. So this nutrition versus actual tablespoon of oil, you pick which one is obviously lower calories. A lot of times when you cook, and when you stir fry in the pan, by the way, choose a non-stick pan. If you combine the power of a non-stick pan and cooking spray, you can make amazing stir fries with low calories. Or it doesn't have to be stir fry, it can be just typical pan frying, your omelet or whatever. This would be an excellent way to keep the calories low. Hey guys, quick break. I need to tell you guys something very important, and that is about why I started this video in the first place. What inspired me to do this. So we should all know that to lose fat, we need to keep the calories low. We need to be in a calorie deficit and be in that deficit consistently for a long enough time for our bodies to actually lose the fat and see real results. A lot of people, to achieve this, they do meal prepping. And that's, one of the most common ways that I've seen people try to stick to a calorie deficit consistently. Meal prepping is great. It does help you stay consistent, okay, but there is one problem I have with that. And I think it's not lifestyle friendly. Like personally, I don't enjoy the foods, okay? So a lot of the meal prepping foods that they use, chicken breast, right? Broccoli, tilapia, sometimes lean ground beef, etc., etc. And it's not like Gordon Ramsay level, okay? It's like your meathead gym bros prepared them for you. And I don't want to eat gym bros meals. It's just not enjoyable for me. But I know some people who don't really care about the taste of food. And for those individuals, it works for them. That's great. But I think for a lot of us, we do care about the taste, right? So that's the main problem that I have. Because if you are, using your willpower to eat these foods every single day, well, let's just say you did get to your dream body one day. Well, now what? Are you gonna stop and just start eating the way you were before? Like, what are you gonna do? Do you think that you just get to your body and then you don't think about what comes next? You think you can just eat whatever you want and you'll still have that body? No, the truth is, if you do that, within a month or two, 3 months max, okay, you're going to go back to the way you were before. So if you want to maintain that body, you're gonna have to keep doing it. Well, I don't know about you, but I can't keep doing meal prepping and eating those unappetizing foods when I know that there are so many delicious options out there. I love my fried chicken. That's my number one single most favorite food. I love sushi. I love my Japanese foods. I love all kinds of Chinese foods, stir fries. I love Italian foods. I love French food. The French cuisine is just so amazing. It consists of a lot of unique cooking methods and, there's just so much variety. They treat cooking and food like an art. So knowing that, for me being such a huge foodie myself, I can't stop thinking about that. I can't just, shut myself away from all those delicious options and just focus on, the meal prepped chicken breast, broccoli, blah, blah, blah. I don't know about you, but personally, I can't do that. Like, that would be like telling yourself, instead of working on money managing skills, just be frugal and never look at world's great things that are expensive. Just never look at those ever again. Okay, and just focus on, the inexpensive things that you can afford. I don't know about you, but that's not the life that I want. It's best if you can live an enjoyable life already when you're in a calorie deficit. So then when you need to maintain your physique, then it becomes a walk in the park. This is why we want to use low calorie methods to still make our food enjoyable to eat without having it to be super high calories. So the fourth trick is to swap out high calorie sauces with their lower calorie counterparts. As I said, how important the taste of food is to me. I like my foods with sauces. I can't eat that dry shit. And here are a couple of my personal recommendations. This is like a 10-in-1 tip, okay? First, we have soy sauce. This is actually a 0 calorie, and as you can see, 0 calorie sauce. But even with actual soy sauce, it's just really low calorie in the first place. So you can really just use without worrying too much. Next one is hot sauce. Okay, here are a couple of my personal favorites. Make sure that they are not oil-based, because it's usually the oil-based hot sauce that are higher in calories. Otherwise, hot sauce is like almost no calories. The most popular one, the cock sauce, sriracha. Okay, this is very low in calories. Another option, I like Nando's hot sauce. A teaspoon, 0 calories. And another one I got, if you want to really crank up the heat, this is a habanero sauce. So if you really like your food spicy like me, then try this out. Next, I got dill pickles. Dill pickles. Dill pickles is, I guess, it's not like a sauce, but I really like to use kind of the juice, and also sometimes I dice up the pickles and I put it in a sauce. For example, I make my own Greek yogurt tartar sauce. It's like a very low calorie, amazing tartar sauce. So be creative. I mentioned Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt, yeah, you can like eat it as is, but it can be a great sauce. You can use this for any cream-based sauces. Like I mentioned, tartar sauce, it's a great option. I use the 0 fat version, so it really keeps the calories low while you can actually get a lot of protein from it too. So Greek yogurt is another great option. Next, 0 calorie syrups. These are from Walden Farms. I love these. The two I have, this one is pancake and this one is caramel. And I use them for, French toast, pancakes, whatever. I drizzled it on my protein bar sometimes, protein desserts. Really great 0-calorie sauces you can put on, anything that you want. PB powder, peanut butter powder. This, like, it's like powder form, but if you just use a little bit of water, it becomes like a peanut paste. It's very low in calories. Okay? Basically, 2.5 tablespoons of PB powder produce like a lot of peanut paste, but it's only 60 calories. Consider this over actual peanut butter. And there are a lot of recipes that can make great use of this. So you can also cook with it. I know a lot of Chinese stir fries use a lot of peanut sauce. So then, this would be an excellent trick to keep the calories low while still maintaining that deliciousness. Another one that I'm not going to show you, but it's vinegar. Any kind of vinegar, it's 0 calories, great for a lot of sauces, a lot of certain sour-based sauces or a style of cooking. Next, mustard. I like this old style, like French mustard, but you can use any kind of mustard. Mustard is pretty much, a very low calorie option. This one is 5 mils for 10 calories. The yellow mustard sometimes is 0 calories. Mustard can be mixed with other sauces to make excellent condiments. And of course, when we talk about mustard, there is another condiment that comes up. Obviously, that is ketchup. Ketchup is definitely a sweet sauce, but there are no sugar added versions. So check those out. All right, so I gotta talk about this because I know a bunch of you are going to blast at me, artificial sweeteners aren't good for you, or you don't care about health. Here's the thing, let's address the first one. Artificial sweeteners aren't good for you. Now, currently, there are no scientific proof collectively that is supporting the idea that artificial sweeteners are definitely not good for you. If you go cherry pick a few articles, if you cherry pick a few scientific journals, yes, there's gonna be some studies that's, in some lab rats, and, if you inject them with like an insane amount of aspartame that, they're gonna die. Yeah, well, here's the thing. Everything has a toxicity level, okay? If you drank too much water, you're gonna die. If you ate too much sugar, I'm sure as hell that will cause a lot of harm in your body. And just because it's artificial, it doesn't mean that it's bad. And just because something is natural, that doesn't also mean that it's good. There's just so much BS surrounding these things and a lot of assumptions because people aren't informed. So natural doesn't always mean good. There are natural poison. For example, cyanide. That's natural, naturally occurring poison. You just have a tiny little bit of it and you'll die instantly. So if I have to conclude this objectively, then no, artificial sweeteners are not bad for you as of now. Then there's another group of people that tell me, oh, then you don't care about health. All you care about is, physique. Well, here's the thing, okay? People are separating health from being obese or being overweight. Let me tell you something. These two things are not separate. Yes, it's true that just because you look fit, just because you look lean, it doesn't always mean you're healthy. That's true. But if you are overweight, you are definitely not healthy. Does that make sense? You are definitely not healthy. So if I have to choose between being fit versus being overweight, I'll take being fit any day. So tying back with the artificial sweeteners, because it is already a fact, an indisputable fact that's seen worldwide that obesity is causing a lot of issues, a lot of health issues. Is the number one killer in North America that is heart disease, okay? Heart-related problems. And other than that, there are psychological issues that come from it, eating disorders. There are, if you're being too overweight, you're putting a lot of stress on your joints, your knees, and, a lot of bone issues, hormonal issues. You got type 2 diabetes. You got fucking thyroid issues. The list goes on, okay? And all these things stem from obesity and being overweight. And that is certain. So I'm not gonna go that way. So let me say this in a fair way, okay? Yes, for now, the idea that artificial sweeteners are definitely bad for you is not supported. I can't say for sure that in 10 years, in 20 years, in 50 years that scientists won't find something bad about artificial sweeteners. I don't know that, okay? And that is true. However, if I have to pick between option A, where I have artificial sweeteners and I enjoy my food, and at the same time I can keep my calories low so that I don't have overweight issues, versus option B, where I just eat like, you know, the average person, I'm accumulating calorie surplus all the time and I end up being overweight. Well, option B definitely leads to health issues, and I've had my fair share of experience in that. Namely thyroid issues. I had thyroid issues back then when I was overweight. I'm definitely not going option B. You know, I'll take my chances with option A. So that's my suggestion. These are the facts, and that is my opinion on what I would pick, and that's what I've been doing with my life. Now, my fifth trick is to swap out whole eggs with, that says, egg white. Egg white is basically pure protein. With whole eggs, it's the yolk that has all the fats. So if you remove the yolk, then the rest of it is pure protein. So you can actually use egg whites in a lot of this, the recipes that require eggs pretty much produce similar results in your recipes. So you can just cook with this. You can directly make omelets with it, you know, stir fry eggs with it, whatever. This will help you keep the calories lower while still allow you to be able to enjoy all the egg deliciousness. This one's from Costco, but you can get it anywhere, grocery stores. So these are my 5 low calorie tricks that you can apply to your foods so that you can still eat delicious foods while keeping the calories low. So if you found this video to be helpful, then help me out by smashing the like button. Subscribe to my channel for more tips, no BS approach to get to your dream physique, lose fat, get lean, while still being able to enjoy all the delicious foods. And I'm also interested in whether or not you have any tricks on making foods delicious without spending a ton of calories. So comment below and let me know. All right, guys, take care.